Welcome back to my channel. In this tutorial, we will understand how to pass the data from child component to the parent component. So this is very important and useful topic because in real-time project, this topic will going to be used very often. So in the last tutorial, I have explained about how to pass the data from parent to child. I'll share the link in the description box so you guys can check out later. So before proceeding further, if you have not yet subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel and press the bell icon so that you can receive the notification of my upcoming videos. And you can follow me on the Facebook and Instagram. Here's the link. So on my Facebook page, I keep posting the notification regarding job on different skills, different domain like Angular, .NET, Java, data science, Python. So please follow me on the Facebook. So let me open the Visual Studio Code where we'll create one example. So in the last tutorial, as I have told you that we have created an example where to pass data from parent to child. So let me give the brief description what we had did in the last tutorial. We created one component customer. This component will act as a child component and parent component is the app component. So from parent component we pass the data both type, whether it is a string type and array type. So here what we have did, we create one array. Simple, this is an array. This is very simple. And on the app.html we paste the selector of an child component as in tag, and let me open this and say keep open. So we take @input variable, @input function, which is came from code library. So we assign one variable, and that variable which is type of array, because we know what kind of data we are passing. If it is not array, then we'll simply say string. So that need to be very carefully while defining the data type. So it is an array. So we define array and we have console the data. So this variable we paste here inside the large bracket, and the variable which hold the value we passed very simply. So once you run this application, you will see the data on the child component here. So now I am going to transfer the data from child component to the parent component. So in order to pass this, we require the output and emit event emitter. Event emitter will emit the value. So this is very useful. Emit event emitter. Event emitter will emit the value. What kind of value will be which hold the output? So let's take @output. This is also a function. So let's define the output of let's take the one variable child output, and now we'll define the event emitter. So let's remove this. Now we need to define here event emitter, and inside this we need to define what kind of data that need to be passed from child component to parent. So let's suppose we are passing the string equals to new. We need to create the instance. So event emitter, right? Now let's take a one variable which hold the value that need to be passed. So say child data, and which is type of string, because we are passing the string type first, and then we'll take the example how to pass the data, child data, right, and save it. So here we have done everything. Now let's go to the customer component.html. We will take one button. So on the button click, we'll pass the data, right? On the page we can do it, but let's take the button example. Button click event. Let's create the button and attach the click event. Say send data, and which is a function, and name the button send data. Now as we have attached the click event, and that click event need to define over here on the customer component. So this dot child output dot emit, we will use the emit because whatever the value we are transferring, we need to emit from child. So the variable is child data, right? Now everything is done from the child component. That go to the app component or parent component where we'll receive the data. So on the first we will do on the HTML and then we'll go to the TS file. So here we need to define inside this small bracket which variable, this event emitter variable, which is attached within output function, and we need to define here one function, suppose get data, and this function will hold a parameter $event, because on the click we need to pass the data, and inside this $event we receive the data. So let's save it and go to the component.ts file, because we need to define this function. And let's say data, because there is a parameter attached with it, and let's console this, console.warn, so say data, save it. Now let's run this application, ng serve. Just take few seconds, let's wait for it. So guys, if you have not yet subscribed this channel, please subscribe this channel, because lots of things that I am planning to release very soon. I'll create one tutorial on the SQL Server, then we'll create tutorial on the .NET, how to create the API. That API need to connect with the database, and that API will connect with the front end. So as we grow, we will create one full package like front end to back end. I mean, front end will be on Angular, then API will be on .NET or .NET Core. We'll pick the .NET Core because there's a recent release, and then we'll pick the database or SQL Server. So you guys can learn from front end to back end, right? So here is compiled successfully. Let's go to the browser. We'll run localhost 4200. So let's open the console as well, because on click we can see the data if it is passed or not. So this was the data which was passed from the parent to child. So let's leave it. Now if I click, we will able to see some data over here, child data, because and inside this child data we got to know, okay, one second, let's verify what was the data we have passed. It was child data or something. Yes, it was child data only. That is why it's print the child data, right, on the browser. So this was the example of how to pass the data which is a string type. Let's suppose we are passing the object. So what we have to do, we have to just change it to a object, and here child data will, let's take as an array. Let's define here array which is of type object, or let's say any, it both will work. Say name, properties a name, and say child data. There is a first property, first object, and let's check the other object. Property will remain same, and say last data. This is just random, it could be any list. And here, so it's compiled successfully. Let's go to the browser and remove everything. Clear data, click on here. See, we get the object as well. Let me open. We get the object as well, objects inside the array, because it contains the object, right? This is an array. So here we have shown how to pass the string, how to pass the array. So this is very simple example, and this logic will be used in any kind of project, whether you are working a small project or a medium sized project or a large project. That doesn't matter, concept remains same. So thank you for watching this tutorial. If you have any question regarding current tutorial or any previous tutorial, please mention the question in the comment section. I will be very happy to answer. And if you guys required the code, please ask the code in the comment section. I will definitely share the code. And please share this link with others. Like this tutorial. Thank you so much.